we'll ship your family to Costa Rica, or we've got a spot in an underground base for you. I've heard that one before. We've got a spot in an underground base for you and your children, so just do your work now, and then when crap hits the fan, we'll whisk you and your family off to a safe spot in an underground base. You know, a lot of these people are going to find themselves on a train because they're on the red list, and they're going to go straight to their death. You know, that's what you're going to get. And then you've got the blue list, and these are the Christians, the big mouths, the ones that will never accept the New World Order, and they'll be taken off and killed. And then you've got the green list, which is the neutral list. These are people that aren't a threat to them, whether they be Christian or whatever. Either way, any way, shape, or form, they're not a threat to them. They think that they can be coerced into accepting the New World Order. These are the people that will most likely just accept it, whatever the government wants to do. And these are all the people, probably now, the ones buying into the garbage that a man who has already sworn his loyalty to Lucifer has openly admitted he's in the Skull and Bones secret society. Despite everything he says, they'll still believe he's a Christian. And they'll follow him. They'll follow him and allow him to implement this New World Order. We're going to go on a 2-minute break, folks. We'll be right back.
This is the Reality Radio Network on Telstar 5 Transponder 5 and on the internet at realityradionetwork.com.
Others couldn't stand for that. The cross was a solution, but he rose again. Wise men follow him, but he rose again. Wise men follow him. Thank God for the renegade and the lives they lead. Renegades of mine. They railed against the crown, another ragtag band, declaring independence. Laid their bodies down. Bloody.
And welcome back, everybody. If you have an instant message you'd like to send me, a question or comment, you can do so at SherryTalkRadio. If you have Yahoo Messenger, my ID is SherryTalkRadio. Or you can send me an email with a question at SherryTalkRadio@yahoo.com. Listener call-in line is 260-356-2611. I got a hello from the Philippines here. Somebody out in the Philippines listening. Good to have you on the show, or listening to the show. And I'm getting back to just talking about trying to put some of these last days events into perspective. A lot of things coming with the false prophets. We're seeing those already. And it's going to be many. I mean, Matthew 24 says, many will come in my name saying I am Christ and deceive many. And right now, you can just tell it's getting warmed up because it hasn't even started, because the false prophets out there haven't deceived that many. And so we know some better ones are yet to come that will deceive many, because we've told they will deceive many. And right now, it's like everybody's just laughing at all, some of these ones that are coming out. I got a voice in my head that told me to come forward. And, the Lord doesn't speak to your head. Demonic spirits speak to your head. Government technology speaks to your head. The Most High God does not. He does not speak to your head. And so that's a good indicator, folks, that someone you're listening to isn't hearing from the Most High himself. Besides outright just discernment. And I know a lot of people out there today need to just be praying for discernment every day. More and more and more measures of discernment because they have none. They think they do, but they don't. You know, how many pastors leading congregations today that are channeling New Age spirits and saying it's the Lord? I mean, it's all over the place, folks. It's all over the place. Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, they are not talking to the Lord's people today. These are spirits that the New Age crowd is mimicking, or the demonic spirits behind the New Age crowd, because the New Age crowd's eating it up. You know, they're channeling these angels. And, you know, it's the big deceptions, and a lot of it's going on today. You know, you can't even tell anymore. The line between the New Age crowd and the church crowd is diminishing rapidly. And that's what's going to happen in the last days. There's going to be no difference. There's going to be no line. I'm not saying that there is now, because I'm already seeing it just totally dissolving. You can tell just by the prophetic movement, the prophetic prophecies and things that there's no difference between them and the New Age crowd. You know, very few today that are truly listening to and hearing from the Most High, and you will recognize them, your spirit will recognize them. Your spirit will confirm them, and you know, they may sound crazy to you, you may not understand what they're saying, but your spirit identifies with them as being of the Most High. You know, we're a minority, folks. We're not the majority, and so we're going to feel like we're drowning in bathtubs of New Age people and deceptions, because we're the minority. We're the total minority. We're a remnant, and a remnant is just a sprinkling out of the majority, you know. You could get a shaker and take a pinch of it out, and that's a remnant, you know, and shaker is salt, and, you know, that's how deceptive it's going to be. And we've got Maitreya coming, Sananda announcing his second arrival by the end of June. And Sananda is the one that looks like Jesus, folks. He's the one that the churches are hanging up all over the place on their walls and on their church bulletins, and this painting that Michelangelo painted and said, oh, this is Jesus, and the churches adopted it, when it was really Sananda. And so they've got these pictures of Sananda all over the churches today, and I've been putting up notices for pastors. You're leading congregations, you're leading the Lord's people, you really need to get rid of these pictures of Sananda all over the place. You walk in these churches and you see Sananda. And, you know, because that's not what the Lord looks like. And you knew that when you put it up. You know, these pastors are just like, well, it's just a depiction of Jesus. We don't know what he looks like, but it's a depiction of him. And, yeah, but you know what, Sananda? That's Sananda's picture. That's what he looks like. So now that you know that, get it off your walls. Stop portraying this picture of Jesus all over the place. It's not him. Jesus isn't even his name. Yahushua is his real name. So you'd clear up a lot of confusion if you just stop calling him Jesus. His name is Yahushua. You know, I hate to tell you, but there's no J in the Hebrew language. It's not even Jehovah. It's Yehovah. His name is Yehovah. You know, and Jesus' name is Yahushua. They took Jesus off of the word Joshua, and, you know, how they manipulate through translations. And they're like, oh, it's just a translation. It's the English word. Yeah, but now that you know his real name, don't you want to just call him by his real name? What's their caller line, folks? 260-356-2611.
You have a caller, Sherry?
Yeah, go ahead and put him on.
What up, caller?
Yeah, hi, my name is Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
And I'd just like to say, Sherry, God bless your ministry, all the information you're putting out on the internet. But the main reason why I called